And the Oscar for World's Greatest Movie Title goes to Hot Tub Time Machine. No surprises there, though.
Guys, come look at this. You don't think it's a little weird, a bunch of guys just piling up in a big bathtub together?
It's called male bonding, okay? Haven't you even seen Wild Hogs?
So I don't fall behind on the reviews with Gator431 for the summer movie contest, I'm going to start doing the reviews again and doing them pronto. This time it's for Hot Tub Time Machine. Now the reason why I have this up so late: 1. Exams, 2. Wednesdays, Orange Wednesdays, gets money off. The reason why I won't have a Robin Hood review up is because 1. I go see it on a Wednesday, which will be next week, and I will have money off then, and also this weekend I have a special screening of Angela's Ashes with a Q&A for one night only, so I can't exactly miss that. So that's the reason why I won't be having a review up on Friday with all the big people who do all the reviews and all that to get in with so many views I want. So let's get on to the review of Hot Tub Time Machine. So Hot Tub Time Machine stars John Cusack, Clark Duke, Craig Robinson and Rob Corddry. And John Cusack plays Adam, Clark Duke plays Jacob, Craig Robinson plays Nick, and Rob Corddry plays Lo. And basically what happens is Lo tries to kill himself, so the three of them, the other three characters, Nick, Jacob and Adam, go up with Lo to their old cabin when they were teenagers, and basically what happens is they find a hot tub. But here's the twist, it's also a time machine. And they go in it with a Russian energy drink called a Chernobyl, and they pour it over the electronics by accident, and they go back in time with a bear that gives blowjobs all the time for some reason. And they go back to 1986 and learn that they cannot screw up the past, or bad consequences will happen, and that's what's being told to them by the mystical repairman of hot tubs called Chevy Chase. And yeah, that's basically the entire story, and they've basically got to try and not screw up the past, but they have an ingenious plan to screw up the past to make their future better. Then what happens is that they find out that Clark Duke's character Jacob wasn't born yet, so he has to be conceived on that night, or he won't be in the future, which is a big bother, it seems. Okay, so Hot Tub Time Machine right from the start is just hilarious, from the opening credit titles to the complete randomness of a bear that gives blowjobs and gets completely pissed for the most part. Makes no sense, but it's all very, very funny. And right from the start with the credit titles, you just have to laugh at the title. It's called Hot Tub Time Machine, and the movie never takes itself seriously. That's the best part about it. It never tries to do what the shambles of Four Lions, the biggest disappointment for me this year so far, trying to do that type of silly comedy with a certain amount of wit and clever, you know, satirical mind to it, which doesn't work, if I remember. But this one doesn't have any of that, just goes completely over the board, just goes completely silly and over the top. But the thing about Hot Tub Time Machine is people will take this movie maybe a little bit more than it is. It's actually a lot cleverer than maybe people give it credit for. It's actually really funny with its dialogue, and it's all very well written. That's what I like about the film. What I don't like about the film is only like two things, and it's minor complaints for such a really great film. It is a little bit cliched with the four guys going on a road trip type movie. We've seen it all before, and even with this such an original premise of a hot tub that is a time machine, it sort of gets hampered down with all of the similar narratives that you see right the way through the film. And I'm not sure how much I appreciated all the 80s references from Marty McFly's dad as one of the bellboys, you know. Yes, I got it, and Motley Lou and Lugo, I got all that. But it just seems that your target audience are my age, 15 to 16 year olds, 16 for me, and I was born in 1994, so I hardly get any of these 80s references, so you have to be either in your late 20s or in your early 30s to really get all these references, and frankly I think late 20 and early 30s people don't really go for these types of movies, so I say you've kind of missed your target a little bit. But Hot Tub Time Machine is pretty hilarious. It has great characters that you can instantly relate to, even though you don't really need that. The movie doesn't go overboard on nostalgic view for the director or for John Cusack, who was part of many 80s rom-coms, including Grosse Pointe Blank. And it doesn't go overboard with its absolutely gross out comedy. It has moments where it's completely gross out and it makes you cringe, but it's not all that type of comedy. Most of the comedy is very funny and very, very clever. So I give this movie a very strong 8 out of 10. It's the biggest surprise for me so far this year, along with The Book of Eli. And, well, I have to say, I really enjoyed this film. Really funny film. If you haven't seen it yet, I say you go see this movie, because frankly, it's probably one of the funniest movies this year.
There's something going on in here. Dude is rocking a cassette player. Leg warmers.
I'm sure there's a good explanation for all this.
Jerry girl! Excuse me, miss. What color is Michael Jackson?
Black?